Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Liam here from Liam's Tonsonitis, and I got a bit of a challenge for anybody who wants to be a part of this. Okay, so here's what's going on. So this Saturday, I'm going to do a 4-day dry fast, which is 96 hours. It's going to be a hard dry fast. It's going to be no water contact, no touching anything, no supplements, no anything. No drinking water, no taking supplements, as I said before, no color. I want to talk to girls specifically here because I don't think women really understand. Probably about 70 to 80% of the people I help are women, and I can tell you that a lot of the people recently, I think there's a new brand of hair dye that's come out of something. I've never had this before, but I have girls from Russia and Asia. Okay, so Russia and Asia is probably the most, the man is a man and the girl is a girl, which is why I want to retire to those places. Like the Russian girls, like, oh, ti prekrasno vyglediš. It's fantastic horror show. I love the Russian girls, they're fantastic. I used to date one back in Melbourne. Amazing, they get what life is all about, right? But what they do is, they put these chemicals in their hair. The Asian girls, they want their hair to look like, they want to look like white people, basically, as far as I can see. And so they put these chemicals in their hair. They make themselves look even whiter. They don't wear lipstick. But I've had so many women come to me who try a new hair dye. They go to their stylist and they get their hair cut, and then they get their hair. Sometimes they get a bleach or they get a hair dye, and they get tinnitus the next day. And these women aren't necessarily unhealthy or anything like that, but it's late right now. It's late, but it's ridiculous. The amount of women that get tinnitus from hair dye is insane. So if you're a girl, let me explain what a hard dry fast means. I was smashing raw eggs before. No makeup, no nail polish, if you're going to shave your legs, no lotion. I don't know if you can, I can't imagine how you'd shave anything without any sort of lotion, but none of that. Whenever I do a hard, prolonged dry fast, which 96 hours is very, very long. But I had someone do 188 hours, which is fucked. But if you're going to do a long dry fast, no makeup, none of that. So you need to, if you can section off some time to do it, if you're a guy, it'll be easier. But if you're a girl and you don't want to wear makeup, that's fine. Who gives a fuck? If you finish a 4-day dry fast and you're a girl, your cheekbones are going to be so pronounced and your hair is going to be so smooth and you're going to smell so good after you shower, after dry fast. But everything, I don't wear deodorant anymore because I don't need to, because the amount of fasting that I did, all the toxins I've kicked out of my body, I used to smell disgusting during dry fast, but now, I will tell you this, I now don't smell that good during dry fast. When I'm done with them and I've kicked the toxins and I'm eating once a day, I just finished eating pig's feet just then, and it was fucking unbelievable. The tendons and stuff, the crazy. Why do you think Asians are so healthy? Why do you think Asians are so beautiful? Do you understand what K-pop is? K-pop is just the epitome of beautiful human beings. You think Hollywood is beautiful human beings? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking... You don't... it's... it's just... That's what the food, they eat skin. That's why do you think... I saw a document... I didn't... It was a documentary. I saw a clip of this guy, this white dude, who was trying to make himself look like a Korean person. So he was doing the eyes like this. He had his eyes tightened, obviously, and he had his skin tightened, and he was probably like a year younger than me or something. But those Asians, I lived in Thailand. I understand. I know why old men... The main people that I met in Thailand was old men who were about 40 to 50 years old. I got one of my best mates, Chris, will tell you about this. It's the same thing too. When I was there, literally the money came from. You know where the money comes from in Thailand? It's old men who are about 50 to 60 years old. Their kids are grown up. Their kids don't respect them. The women they were married in America or Australia or Europe have let themselves go and they're fat, and it's not pleasant anymore. And they literally just put their money, they siphon, it's very illegal, but they siphon the money into different accounts, fucking go over to Thailand, get a 1-week ticket, and stay there forever illegally, and marry a Thai woman, put the property in her name, invest in a property, make a lot of money, and just The women in Thailand, fuck me. Like, fucking Christ. But you know why? The point in this story is because, guys, dry fasting, eating skin, eating organs, that's basically really it. That really is what it comes to. Just eating clean water. Getting rid of tinnitus, I'm going to go tangent here as I always do, but getting rid of tinnitus is not about what you do, it's what you don't do. Don't bathe in chlorine and fluoride water. Don't brush your teeth with toothpaste with fluoride. Don't not exercise. I think it was Warren Buffett, who's this investor, who says the people who are successful are not good at making good decisions. They're good at whatever it was. They're good at saying no. Hey man, you want to come out tonight? Oh, all right, yeah, fine. You go out tonight and you get fucking. You work. How bad do you feel the next morning? And I've done that too. And even since, let me tell you something. Even since I got rid of tinnitus, I've done that stupid shit too. Because trust me, when you go to Thailand and you live in Chiang Mai, it was just the women are so fucking hot there, it's ridiculous. And you go over there and and you go and your mate's like, do you want to go and get fucked up? And go, yeah, you want to do that, it's fine. But, you know, then you got to kind of make up for it. But let me say one thing. If you have tinnitus and you do something like that, that's okay. So when I said, I got to take back what I said, you're not making up for it. If you're following my guide perfectly, and then for like, you know, at least a month or 2 months, and then you take like 2 days off, you haven't set yourself back. It's not how it happens. What you've done is you're reading a book, and you're going through it, you may be like a quarter way through, okay, depending on your age, medical history, gender, your mental state. And you go out and get completely hammered and do cocaine, or you smoke marijuana, or you do whatever, or you have sex with a girl or a guy who has mold, so you kiss a girl or a guy who has mold and you ingest that, and that's really what happens. So you put a bookmark in that progress book, you set it down, and then 2 days later you come back to it. You can't undo three 2 months work with one night. It's not possible. So anyway, total side tangent. I don't even know what I spoke about before, but yes, so I'm doing a 96-hour dry fast, 4 days, starting this Saturday. And if you want to be in it, you have to do one thing, okay? Sorry, 2 things. First thing is talk to your doctor and make sure it's okay. And as long as you get approval from your doctor, that's great. Go on my Instagram or my video where I'm saying the same thing here and wearing the same thing I filmed the video about 2 seconds ago. And I want you to comment underneath. I want you to comment, fuck tinnitus, okay? You can say whatever you want. You can say tinnitus is a cunt. You can say, I want to fuck tinnitus in the ass. You can say, tinnitus is a son of a bitch. This is the thing. If you're a strong person, you don't get offended by words. You don't get offended by really anything, because you know that what matters is really in here. And that's a very cliche thing to say, but it really is. Like, you got your own bubble in a good way. You don't care what anyone else says about you or what you think or the things that you like. And if you read a book and you love it and someone else says, oh, I couldn't even get 10 pages through, it doesn't reflect upon your personality or who you are, okay? Because everybody's different. How do you know everybody's different? Because you say, oh my God, tinnitus is so bad, it's awful, which is true. You say it's so bad and your friends are like, can't you just ignore it? There's your fucking proof that everybody's a different person. People can't understand what the single person is going through. And whenever you're talking to somebody, okay, no one's really listening to what you have to say. They're just waiting until you finish so they can tell your opinion. Let me give you an example of this. So there's a difference between sympathetic and empathetic, okay? So let's say that you're talking to someone and you say, oh, I just do it for women, because I know that a lot of people that I help are women. It's the main people that I help. Let's say you're a girl and you'd be a woman if you're married. Excuse me, it's late. You'd say, oh, I just, divorced. My husband was cheating on me, and I divorced him, and we're getting divorced next week. And like, let's say I say, oh well, at least your house didn't burn down. That's like, that's sympathetic. Like, oh, I can see it coming from. But empathetic is like if you say, oh, I'm divorcing my husband, and next week it's gonna suck. Excuse me. If you're sympathetic. Okay, if you're empathetic, you say, oh, I can't imagine how that feels. How do you feel? You really care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody really cares about me. Everybody has their own interest. And that's okay. That's not a problem. People are self-serving, and that's why people evolve. That's okay. People are interested in building themselves up, okay? But Can't remember how we got here, but I'm doing a 96-hour dry fast starting Saturday. If you want to be part of it, if you want, follow it, I'm going to put my information on Instagram stories. So you have to follow me on Instagram, Liam_stops_tinnitus. Follow me there. End of story.